Hey guys, it's Moody here, and welcome to a Wi-Fi battle. This one is post-narrated because I do like to keep my battles, some of them live, some of them post-narrated, because not everyone has the time to watch a live battle, and the short ones, you know, they're sometimes fun to watch too. So if you enjoy them, please leave a like, and I am using a different recording program today, so I really hope it turns out good. I also added some color correction, hopefully it looks a tad better, and hopefully you guys enjoy it. If you do, please leave a like, and maybe at some point I was thinking about posting tutorials on software, on microphones, on actual hardware I use to do Poketubing, and if anyone's actually interested in trying to learn, then maybe I could make a whole tutorial series on that. I was highly thinking about it. So today I had a fun battle against Nick. His link is in the description. He also uploads Pokemon content, and he does post commentaries as well, so feel free to check him out. This was basically a fun battle. He asked me last night if I could random battle, so random battle like random Pokemon, because I did have a lot of new Pokemon I made to try out. Like I had Houndoom, someone requested, I believe on a Battle Lock. Someone also requested Gramble. I'm using Swampert, the one from Battle Lock. And there's also Empoleon and Scarf Nidoking and Hawlucha, because I know you guys really do love Hawlucha. I love Hawlucha so much, so I'm using those Pokemon. There's honestly no real synergy in this battle because, like I said, it is a fun battle. I wasn't really going for synergy. I was more like going for Pokemon that I really liked and I really wanted to use because I haven't before. Like some things like Gramble and Houndoom I have like never used. So I hope you guys enjoy it. And I ended up thinking that he might lead off Empoleon, or he might lead off with DNC, because both of those things can set up Stealth Rocks, and Empoleon has the potential to defog, and I believe Empoleon can learn Knockoff too, in case you didn't know. I may be totally wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure it can. So I ended up leading off with Swampert. I felt like if he had either of those two leads, Swampert would have been a good matchup against them, but he leads off with Diggersby, which I find out right now, hey, Dark Pulse, that is probably Zoroark. So I'm glad I actually went into Hawlucha because Dark Pulse really does not do much to it at all, and I figured that Hawlucha can take it. Hawlucha has a Citrus Berry, heats a Citrus Berry, and he gets the Unburden boost, and I'm like, yeah, Hawlucha with the Unburden boost, although I really wish I didn't use it up this early in the game, but I do take down the Zoroark to like very, very tiny little hit points. And obviously I'm going to outspeed it now, but I still went for the Acrobatics, which does get boosted because I had my Citrus Berry, and he goes into Empoleon to resist it. But on the bright side, as long as I don't miss High Jump Kick, we're good, because if I miss High Jump Kick, then we're not good. But High Jump Kick hitting would be the best thing in the world, which ends up happening. So if you didn't notice, I didn't want to speed this battle up because I actually feel like if I do speed battles up, that takes away from my thought process, because I feel like I have to get my thought process out there a lot quicker and a lot more concise than let's say if I did it at normal speed like I am now, which I hope you guys don't mind. I really don't think it's too slow because I actually do tend to ramble a lot like I am now. So I went into Empoleon here hoping that the Diggersby would go for a U-turn, which does not happen, and I knew the Earthquake was coming, but like in the back of my mind, I knew I should have gone into Hawlucha because Hawlucha, Earthquake, not affected, but I was also thinking if he happened to predict that and go for the return, then Hawlucha is done, and I didn't want Hawlucha to die because Hawlucha is my buddy. I love him. So instead I went into my Swampert now, figuring that could scare him out, but he predicted the I went for the power-up punch to get a +2 boost. He predicted that. I went into Venusaur, and I figured since Venusaur is the only possible Mega on his team right now is probably going to be Mega. So Mega Venusaur does carry, it carries Thick Fat, which halves ice and fire damage, so there's really no point. Even if I wanted to, Venusaur is too much of a threat for me to stay in and go for an Avalanche. So I decided to switch out, which he predicts, and he goes for the Poison type move, which he gets the Poison on Houndoom, and I'm like, no, I want to use Houndoom. I've never used Mega Houndoom. There's so many Megas that I just haven't used yet, and I really want to use them, but they just end up dying too quick. Why do you end up dying? So he goes into his DNC now, predicting my fire move, and I honestly played very, very safe this match. I really did not take many risks, which I I should have made better predictions. Like, DNC coming in was pretty obvious, but like, it was a casual battle, and I guess my head wasn't really in it as much as it is in some other battles. So I ended up switching out here because I knew DNC was going to be a threat to Houndour. Houndoom, not Houndour. A threat to Houndour because he's rock type. You could just hit me with a Diamond Storm and, you know, take me out. So I wasn't going to have any of that, but he ends up going for Substitute, which I was surprised by because the DNCs that I have seen are, like, especially defensive with, like, Diamond Storm and things, but he has Substitute, and here I'm just like, well, you're gonna Calm Mind now? What? I'm actually, like, I welcome this. I'm happy about this. Like, Assault Vest Swampert against a Calm Minding DNC, I think I can win this matchup. Especially after you see how much that his attacks will do to me. It does, like nothing, trust me. I ended up taking this opportunity to go for power-up punches because I knew that I could get some boosts in, and then I could take him out, right? And then I can have some boosts, and I'm not gonna have problems. But I thought that after a second power-up punch, I would be able to take out the Substitute. Certainly not the case, unfortunately. I figured since I did get the attack boost too, I would be able to take it out after the second one, but I didn't. It took 3 power-up punches. I'm at +3. 3 power-up punches did the trick. So here, he does go for the Diamond Storm, hoping to get the defense boost, but it's not going to happen. And I think even if he did get it, it would be irrelevant because Power Punch is it has a low power because of the attack boost, but Waterfall or Earthquake, I went for Earthquake on the off chance he wanted to switch. The Earthquake or the Waterfall would have been stab, and I think even if he did get it, it would have taken him out. So he goes into Galvantula here, and here I kind of play like an idiot. Like, it's clearly, it's obvious the Swampert is a threat, but in the back of my head, I thought that maybe he was going to want to predict me to switch out, because he did with Venusaur, so I thought maybe with Galvantula he would have done the same thing, and I see that he's Life Orb, so I know I'm going to outspeed him with Nidoking because I'm Scarfed. You honestly do not see Scarf Nidoking enough, so I do think it does catch some people off guard. Either he had nothing that he wanted to go in to take it, or he just assumed he would have outsped me, but he goes into Diggersby now, which is honestly the bane of my existence right now, and I just end up switching out thinking he's going to go for an Earthquake. Not the case. I went into Houndoom as fodder, expecting Earthquake, but he goes for Agility, which it's gonna mess me up a lot, and I'm just here like, no, I don't want any of this. So Houndoom is gonna end up dying. I don't have much else. To start with, I really didn't have much that could take this thing's attacks, except for, I guess, Swampert. So now I went into my Granbull, I was hoping the Intimidate. With the Intimidate that his return wouldn't take me out. It takes me out because of a crit, and I'm just like, no! And so, like, in the back of my head, hindsight, I was thinking maybe I should have just switched Granbull out and gone into maybe Hawlucha as a fodder, because I'm not going to outspeed anyway, and then go back into Granbull, Intimidate again. But honestly, maybe it would have been a better strategy, but at the time I didn't really think of it because I knew I could live a hit, except for a crit. Crit happened, and it's unfortunately the way the game goes sometimes, and it happens. So like I said, feel free to check out his channel in the description, and as always, I love you guys so very much. If you're new to my channel, then I upload Pokemon content every day, so you can feel free to subscribe. And as always, if you are subscribed to me, I love you. My daily subscribers already know I love them very, very much. So, hope you guys have a wonderful day, and bye!